Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. I was gonna post a race today because we were gonna go yesterday, but it got canceled due to stormy weather. So here we are. I got a different video I'm gonna be making. I'm gonna be telling you guys what I found would be useful if you're planning on taking your Sur-Ron out in a hare scramble. Which on my channel you see I've done 3 hare scrambles on the bike and it does great, but there are some things that I would tell you to get if you're planning on doing this, just from my experience. So we're going to touch on those, tell you guys what I upgraded the bike to be and everything I upgraded on it. I love riding the bike like this. I don't think I would really do anything else to it. Maybe like those are stock foot pegs that I have on there, maybe upgrade those, but other than that, this bike is ready to take on a hare scramble. So I'm gonna let you guys know what I did to it. All right, so stickers obviously have nothing to do with the bike. It makes the bike look super cool and I like it a lot, but you don't have to get those obviously. Things that you will need to get though, in my opinion, is, let's start with this fender. First of all, you'll need a fender on your bike if you're taking this off-road, because it is an electric dirt bike, so it's gonna kick stuff up on you. The fender that I have is a Defender, I believe it's an XC1. How it hooks up is it goes right up into the fork tube and it tightens down with a little Allen wrench right here, and it basically expands and holds it in place. Every time I do go out and ride before I race, I always tighten it just to make sure, and it usually has like a little nudge, but it doesn't break off on me, which is great. This part has come off, so you click down this button and you're supposed to be able to pull the whole front fender off. I don't ever do that, so what I did, just to put some extra support in there, I put 2 little screws in here. So this is very steady. It's not going off anywhere. It has the back part, which this part has never broken off on me, so I didn't screw anything down with it. Moving on, we're gonna go up the bike a little. We're gonna touch on the brakes. So the stock brakes for the bike are garbage. I only took them on 2 races, and both the races they failed me. The first race, the brake pads that they had back in the rear tire, they're like biodegradable garbage something. Brake pads went out on me in the race, which sucked. And then the second race that I took these stock brakes on, the brakes just completely stopped working. I don't know what happened to them. I went and got new ones. I got Shimano's, they're SXL, excuse me. Pretty expensive brakes. Do note that these are mountain bike brakes. What I did to get them installed is I just took the whole bike to Healthy Habits, which is a bike shop next to where I live, and they put them on. This particular model, I think they were 150 bucks each, something like that, and then they charged me like 30 bucks for installing, so I think the whole bill was like 320 bucks or something. So that's the most expensive upgrade on them, but I think it's pretty necessary. The brakes that came on the bike were not very good. They'll last you a little bit, but I'd definitely look into getting new brakes almost immediately if you wanted to take this out riding on the trails and racing it. Next thing we're going to touch on are these handlebar guards, which I bought them to protect the $300 brakes. Pretty much all dirt bikes have them, and for good reason. They protect your hands, and they protect the brakes, so I would suggest getting those to not break your brakes. Another super important upgrade, let's go down here, is this bash plate that I got on here. It's not the stock version. This is Luna's bash plate. It's made out of stainless steel, and it has this wire guard right here, so nothing can, no branches or nothing can get jabbed in there and rip apart these wires. So that is a very important upgrade, I think. The original bike comes with a aluminum bash plate right here, which is good for about 1 hit, and it's aluminum, so it bends, and that's not good for your motor, obviously. So I think this is a very important part if you're going to be taking this out on some actual motocross trails. And obviously the bike is about the size of a 100, so a lot of the logs that you're going to be going over, you basically roll up to and jump the front wheel over, which is super easy because it's electric. But you basically end up rolling the bash plate over it a lot of the time, so bash plate's pretty important. Moving on to the back, this isn't really necessary. It's a dual sport tire. It's a Shinko something. Dual sport. I put that on there just because I ride a lot on the roads, and the stock tires weren't super high quality. This is a stock tire right here. The front looks pretty good. It's not worn down at all, but the back tire, since it's electric, has that instant torque. It was getting worn down very easy, so I took that off and put that on there. That works great. If it's not insanely muddy, you don't slide around. I don't really slide around at all that much unless it's super muddy. So that tire works great. I don't I don't find a need to actually go back and switch it out for a big knobby tire or something. Or if you just don't want to get a new tire, these will work great. Mine were just getting bald because I was riding around on the road. Another thing that you're going to want to check, definitely the suspension. When I got the bike, was all the way loose on the front fork. The rebound is down here. This was all the way loose. This was all the way loose. And then this knob was all the way up here. So all the suspension and everything was all the way loose. Now this is all spring or coil, so it had some suspension, but it was all the way loose. So all right guys, well that is everything that I done to the bike. All the components and everything, like the controller is all stock. Well, it is the X controller, but I haven't done any crazy race controllers to it. Everything else is stock. It is a mean machine, awesome bike. All right guys, well that is how to get your Sur-Ron hair scramble ready. The bike does great in a hair scramble. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video.